So here it is, finished product. Didn't think I would be able to ride it. Didn't think this day would come. But it is surely here. Now it looks way better outside than it ever does inside. So 1981 Suzuki GS 250T. 4,000 under 4,000 miles. So full new brake system, calipers rebuilt, piston and loose seals, new brake line, completely new master cylinder and handle lever, new mirrors aftermarket, all cheap. $10 for the master cylinder, $10 for the brake line. Carbs were completely rusted. Check out the whole video. New fuel line. It's green. Now I wish I could say these are the stock tires from the original tires from 1981, but they're not because they're different. The one in the front is like a street tire, straight treads. Well, this one's like a knobby, more knobby. Even the steering lock works, and the helmet lock works too. Here's the startup. The carbs were very rusty, and it was really hard to start, but I eventually got it. So I hope that since it's warm right now. Nothing. Sounds good. Idle's very good. Idle's at about a little bit over 1. Man, that thing started right up. Here it is, Suzuki GS 250 1981. So I got the gas tank off and the seat. It's pretty dirty and rusty. I also found that there's no air filter. The guy gave me this and he said somehow it's for this. He gave me these things and he said they go in somewhere in here. And he didn't put them back in. The fuel valve is also different. See, the fuel valve is different. It has both. Got the carburetors out. The air boots are cracked. So here's where I'm at. I got the float. Out. It was a pain in the butt to get the pin out. I got the pilot and the main out. Right over here. I'm gonna soak them in carb cleaner. But look at all this. It's like metal shavings. I got it bathing in pine sol and water. So here's where I'm at with the carbs. They look pretty clean. I think I got them where I want them. Did the jet, have them soaking in carb cleaner. So I'm getting ready to put this back in. I did not use a rebuild kit, and these are not new jets. I just cleaned the old ones really, really good. They were rusty. So this is my budget build because I know doing the brake system on the front brakes. That's gonna cost me money there. So the tires are dry rotted. They're cracked. This one even still has the plastic wrap. It says, please open only after purchase. They don't want you greasing it up like this. So this one is a factory OEM service manual. And obviously this one is a Haynes aftermarket. I could not find the factory service manual for that bike. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I got the Pilot's special spark plugs, Suzuki oil filter, the oil filter plug gasket, and then the filter gasket. And then I got the valve assembly, or the needle, the float and the needle. But they only sent one, or I only ordered one, and that thing's like $35 a piece. I got the seals that go with it, and then the screen that goes on top of that, on the float valve. I got 2 of those. Got 3 of these screens. They were breaking. So here's how you would assemble this. You would have to order these 3 parts separately. So you would get the needle valve, the O-ring, and the filter. And I would first put on the O-ring first. So it would go on like this. Then you would get your filter. And then you would clip that on to the end. And there you go. You might want to put some grease on this. So I got a new Pilot jet. Alright, my fellow motorheads. I got the carbs back in, just rebuilt. Got the airbox back on. It was pretty tight to get the carbs back in the boot. They were giving me a hard time. I'm going to be doing the spark plugs next. Changing the oil, flushing the gas tank. I'm going to be doing the first startup. So I'm going to be using this stuff. Heard about it in videos. But this is for real this time. So I hope it doesn't blow up my brand new bike. But we're going to see what's going on. They had the synthetic too, I think. Got it for like $15. Right now I'm going to change the oil filter. And with like all bikes that I've got used from people, I don't even know if there's going to be an oil filter in here or not. So the reason I'm doing the oil change is because I don't know how much oil is in here. I don't know if it's low, if it's too high, if there's any oil in it. So I'm gonna do the filter later, but I am gonna drain out whatever's in there and put in the 2,000 milliliters of Amazon Basics. So like I was saying, when I got the bike, the guy told me there was no air filter in it, and he gave me this. So I couldn't find an air filter online that would be here fast enough, so I'm just gonna kind of pop this in. So I'm just going to be sticking this in. This is for a EX 250 Ninja, 1987 to 2006. It's for that bike. I'm just going to pop that sucker in and call it a day. Alright, this is what I got going. Don't get mad at me. So I just got it plopped in there. Alright, and now the service manual says it's like at an angle. Like just like this, but I can't get it to fit, so it's gonna have to fit like this. Yeah, see, it's always gonna have to be down, but that's whatever. This is it came with the saddlebags, so I guess that makes it all better. He threw in a can of Suzuki paint. This is the blue paint. And my favorite part, the windscreen. So I've been using some vinegar to clean up the rust, and I think it's been going pretty stinking well. You can see the rust over there, then the shiny. I've been doing the exhaust pipes too. Man, they look almost brand new. This is just from vinegar. So upon further inspection, there was a battery strap missing that goes around there. That's missing. Luckily, this plastic, these side panels, or this one, still works. It still fits. No, this one here is a different story. This one's cracked in two different places. There's supposed to be like a little nub right here that goes into that hole right here. And it's also cracked right here along this seam. It's cracked pretty good. See, it goes on like this. It goes over these two hooks. This hole, these two slots. But then there would be like a little ball that would press in. So this is pretty crappy. So this is what I did, was I put some Velcro on them. Use some super glue to hold them even tighter. I got the brake caliper off. Got the brake line off. No fluid came out, so that kind of concerns me. Alright guys, this isn't gonna be pretty. Now, this is the worst brake fluid I've ever seen. And yes, this is orange. This is KTM orange right here. Dun dun dun. So I really don't think the master cylinder is salvageable. Even with the rebuild kit, that plunger's pretty stuck in there, that piston. Alright guys, it's looking pretty bad. Either way, if they say they can fix the caliper and the master, it's still a repair bill with parts and labor is going to cost more than the bike itself that I got, more than $300. So the horn, does not work, but I installed a beta one and it does work. I took off the cable ties and I cleaned up the handlebars from rust. Took the mirrors off. And then, so I ordered a new aftermarket master cylinder, aftermarket brake line, and then I'm keeping the same caliper, the OEM one. I'm just rebuilding that. So here it is. I took off the things that hold the windshield. So there's like a thing here, and then there's a thing on the fork that the windshield. So I took those brackets off. So I'm kind of worried about if the master cylinder is gonna fit. But not only that, that's not the most important thing. Would be the brake switch. Now, how this works is there's like a middle piece that glides over here, and when it connects it, it sends like a short circuit or something, and then it triggers the brake light. But the brake light or the master cylinder I ordered uses a different kind of switch. So I don't know if I can like cut this off, splice on connectors, and then plug it into the new brake thing. But we'll see how that goes. So here I am with the new fuel line. I know this isn't, OEM. This is aftermarket stuff I got off Amazon. It's for, dirt bikes and stuff. 3/8 inch inline fuel filter. Good news is I got the Masters in, or just the one. I ordered 2 of them because come to find out that this one has a switch on it and the lever itself, while this one doesn't. Go like that. You can see there's no switch. Like there is. And you can hear it clicking. Alright, new mirrors. This one's very heavy and probably very expensive to track down the pair. I bet you pay maybe $100-$200. Got these ones for $10. These are very light. They fit on the Master too. Master cylinder, $10, both of them. Even with the one with the lever was only $10. So I'm just waiting on the brake hose, and that was $10 too. So here is the adapter. So if it doesn't fit, you can got the mirrors mounted, caliper brakes. New brakes. I got it started.